technically I did yesterday. Whatever. But hope you guys are enjoying your day.
I'm highly favored.
Now,
no conversation, ain't got time for no debating.
let's look at what we can get for 16,000.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
If I go to tight, I'm gonna look for a middle linebacker. So I go down to this. Then I'm gonna show my middle linebackers. I need a 90 at least. Yeah, 82 Ryan.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the
I was wanting to do that before we get back to our draft. I didn't even know he was going for that. I just found him.
every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Now, we're actually at what?
So many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
Yeah, 2.
Like I'll die by the
And we're trying to get the max reward for wins. And we need to like win straight, no losses, which is actually pretty easy, so that's good.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a first down throw. Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Keenum. This will be caught by Brown.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
It's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I tried jumping for it.
On first down, it's Blue. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Keenum. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Keenum. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. This is caught by Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Now Keenum as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The line, the Cardinal offense, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Keenum now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Kirk. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15.
We got this.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is the running back, Blue. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Adrian Peterson, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gostkowski, the extra point.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This is taken at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over. He's got him in. Complete. 30. 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Randy Moss. 88 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Keenum. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 22. The fullback Watt with a run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off Play action. Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Watch. I change to number 48. Try to run this guy over, but I can't. And then look at this. I run him over and then change. You see how bad that hit was? Went like, boom. And he launched. Running, boom. And don't mess with number 48.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Blue. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Devin McCourty brings him down. From the 45 on second down. Keenum. He's going to have the hook up to QT. 12 yards there and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Keenum, his throw incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Keenum. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Watt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Why I didn't know that just this is exactly why.
On 2nd and inches, Keenum. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Check Michael out. Check Michael out. Go, go, go.
On the draw, here's Blue. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Keenum. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Keenum now on 1st down. Open man is QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Keenum. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And the grab by Croft. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Kirk now, the return man. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On second down, Peterson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win in pro.
That'll be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.